to a new 3D Artcore tutorial, and this time we are going to learn how to create one main controller for any attributes of any objects we have on the scene. So mainly riggers are using this stuff, and just a simple rig of connection between object to other objects, and it's just to create a main custom controller for anything you have on a very complex scene, and easy way to use this controller instead of choosing each one of those objects and change the values and attributes you would like to adjust. Okay, so let's show you what this is all about. We have this controller here, which is this curve, okay, and it can be any other object. It doesn't have to be curve, but I chose curve, okay, because simply because it's surrounding the work area. You can make it bigger, you can do whatever you need with this, just to get easier access by selecting it. And as you can see here at the channel box of this curve, here we have, by the way, this is the channel box, so you click on it once or twice, and you can see we have the tourist rotate X attribute. So this mainly control the tourist X rotation. So you click on it, middle mouse click and hold on your background here, and slide your mouse from left to right, and you can see the tourist is rotating accordingly. And then we can move to the move cube on the X. So this will control the movement of our cube on the X axis. So again, middle click, and you can see now there is a limitation, as you can see, to the movement. So basically you need to decide what will be the limitation of your controller, if you like, okay, but it really depends on what you're doing and the true values of the thing that you are controlling. So let's, for instance, say that you are dealing with emitters, particles and stuff like that. So there are values much more higher than simply negative 25 or 25, like the cube here. So you probably want to know what are the limitation of those values, okay? And we have the sphere here, and this control the movement of our sphere. And as you can see, it's just by approaching this curve here and control all of this from this curve, okay? So this is what we are going to learn, and now I will create a new scene, okay, and we will see how we are doing this. So let's create, first of all, a curve, but again it can be any other object. We just need to do some preparation for it. So let's create a curve like that, okay, big enough so you can see it, and then let's drop 2 polygons, okay. Let's start with the polygon tourist, and let's do it one by one, okay. I'm gonna modify it at first because I want this tourist to be more of like hula hoop, whatever. So I will make it large like that, and then squeeze it to about so, and press 3 to smooth preview it, and just so it will look nice. And let's assign one of the values of this tourist to our curve. So how we do it: you first select the curve, okay, you go over window and general editor and the channel control, okay. At the channel control you will see this box appears, and we have the default attributes that assign to this curve. Now we want to get rid of them because we ain't gonna use those to control the curve. We want customs one to control the tourist. So what you do, you click on the first one, click and hold, and just drag all the way down to mark them all and choose move here. Click move and close this. Okay, so now if you open the channel box for this curve, you can see that there are no attributes here. Okay, and then you go over modify, add attribute, click on it once, and from here you want to give it a name. Okay, first you want to give it a name so you can recognize whatever this attribute is going to do. So let's say we want this to be the torus, of course, and we want this torus to rotate. Okay, so rotate, it's just a name, just so you can recognize it, and we want to rotate this attribute to control the rotation of the x, or yeah, the x. Okay, then you want to come to data type and click float to choose float. For the numeric attribute properties, you want to choose the minimum of let's say negative 360, and the maximum will be 360. Okay, so this is negative and this is the positive, and then click OK. So what will be now, it's, you can see that a new attribute assigned to this curve, and this is the torus rotation x, as we name it, and we want this torus rotation to control the rotation of the x on the x for this torus. So what you do, you select this curve, go over window, general editor, choose connection editor, and you will see that you got this box with output and input. Okay, so by default, because we selected the curve, all the attributes of this curve assigned here to the left column here, and down at the bottom you can see the attribute that we created. Okay, so it's named torus rotate x, so you want to choose this. Okay, then what you want to do is grab the torus itself, select it. You can also do this from the outliner if you like, if it's more convenient for you, and click here at the reload right. So we're reloading all the attributes of this torus to the right column here, and we want to rotate it. Okay, so the torus rotate x attribute will control the rotation, so therefore we need to look for the rotate here, click on the expand, and we said we want to rotate it on the x, so rotate x is what we're going to choose. By the way, you can choose all of them, okay, but just for the sake of this example, rotate x is what we're going to do. So after you select this one and this one, click close, and then come to the select this curve, and if you click on the torus rotate and middle mouse click and hold on your background here, you can see it controls the torus rotation. Okay, simple as that. So what else can we do? We can also control scaling scaling, or any other feature that or attribute that we dealing with. Okay, let's say we want to create a cube. Okay, and this cube right now the scale is 1 here, so we want to create a attribute that control the scale of this cube. So you choose this curve again, go over modify, add attribute again, and let's call this cube scale, and we want to scale it to all the axes at the same time, so just leave it as cube scale for the name, and the minimum will be let's say 0, okay, and the maximum will be I don't know, something about 10, okay, and click OK. So now it's the same procedure. You go over window, general editor, connection editor, while this curve selected, so it will auto load all the attributes. You scroll down to the bottom and you can find here the cube scale, so you click on it and then you choose the cube and reload it to the right. Okay, and here you need to look for the translate. Okay, translate is no, translate it's for the movement. Okay, we want to change the scale. So on the scale we will choose the scale X, Y, and Z. Okay, all three of them. So it will scale the feature, the cube, in all the axes. Okay, so click close, and the cube right now has disappeared because it's set to 0. Okay, so 0, it's like it's not there. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to click on cube scale, middle mouse click and drag. Okay, so you can choose to make it appear like so, and you can do this manually just by typing 5 here, or 10 is the limit. Now if for instance you don't like this attribute to be limited to 10 here, you can just grab your curve, go over modify, edit attribute, and all the attributes that you assign to this thing is here. So you can change it like that. You can go over cube scale and choose that the maximum will be 20. Okay, and click close. So right now you can scale it even more, like so. Okay, so this is it for this one, and let's do another one. Let's see. Let's take a sphere. Okay, and the sphere, I'm gonna scale it a little bit and move it up here, and let's create another attribute. So selecting the curve, modify, add attribute, let's call it sphere. Okay, move Y. Okay, so it will move on the Y axis. Again, float, minimum of, let's say, -25 and maximum of 25. Click OK. Again, window, general editor, connection editor, and let's load the sphere to the right. From the left we will first select our sphere move Y, and here at the right column we need to search for the translate Y. Okay, and click close. Okay, so now we can select this one and sphere move, click, middle click here and move it like that. Okay, so this is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and that it was easy for you to follow, and hopefully it will help you in the future in whatever you do. So you will know how to the basics of how to create a controller like this one, and that's it. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, I prefer you to do this from my Facebook fan page. You can find it on the channel, bar there, up there somewhere. Okay, there is a link to it. Also, I will add a link to the description of this video, so you can easily access this link. And any question you have, it's better to ask me through the Facebook, because that way I can respond faster. And if I have any question for you, like something I don't understand from whatever you ask me, so it will be easier for me to ask you that and get also a fast response, so my answers will be more correct. Okay, and that's it. See you, and hopefully I will upload some more content to the channel. I know I've been busy a lot, but I will find time and create more tutorials for you, and see you. Bye.